What's good? What's good? What's good, my brothers?
What's going on, man?
Back with another Breaking the Narrative podcast, BTN for short. And today we got a special guest with us.
Yeah. Introduce yourself, my brother.
What's going on, everybody? Some of y'all might know me as Duck. Some of y'all might know me as Mike. Maybe some of y'all know me as Success Story. But I am here back in the DMV for a little bit. And I thank y'all fellas for having me today.
We thank you for coming through, man.
No problem, bro.
All right, so today we're going to talk about, well, we probably jump off topic to a bunch of things, but today we're going to be talking about skipping school. You know, we've been out of school for a few years, so we kind of just been going down memory lane with some of these topics. We did the high school crushes, and we probably going to get into, like, high school fights and stuff down the line and like that.
You know, this shit counts, well, for you, hey, it counts 14 years out of school.
Yeah, man.
13 for me and
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, it should be 13 for me, too.
Yeah, that's
dog.
crazy. It don't even feel like that. It's been like that, right?
Nah, man.
It felt like, just yesterday. Felt like last year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that fucking hot-ass goddamn auditorium trying to
Dog,
graduate.
let's not talk about that auditorium, bro.
Yeah, that's
That bullshit ass auditorium had us standing outside in them hot ass outfits, bro. Like the little military man. Like, what the hell was they thinking about when they gave us them? Like, we out there in them hot ass baits.
I swear it was 90 degrees that day, too, off the rip.
Man, what? Yo.
Did you wear the dress socks? Because I feel like that would make your feet a little bit more hotter, right?
Yeah, we had to wear the
Yeah.
dress off because,
Whole nine.
like, them Jones was thin too. So the hotter it got when inside of your shoe, if your
Yeah.
foot touched the outside of the
It goes
inside
like-
the bait, bruh.
It's just like thermal or something, right?
Son, no,
Yeah.
bud.
Bitches with third.
It's like thermal.
Son, like you could warm soup in them bitches, bro. Like, yeah, damn. Son.
Then I got fucking pit stains in them polyester goddamn green shirts they got us wearing.
Yeah. I'll stay with having those. So, speaking of school, we're going to get into the whole skipping school. You guys remember the first time you skipped school?
Yeah.
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 When was it? Was it high school? Was it?
The first time, well, mine wasn't actually high school. The first time I ever skipped school was in middle school.
Yeah.
And I think it was me and nigga Keith Pitts from like way back when. And we was thinking about just like, man, you know what, man, do we really want to go to school today? And then like, nah, we don't want to go to school today. So
My man making executive decisions
we was
at,
sitting
like,
at the
11.
we was sitting at the bus stop just thinking about it, man. Like, dude, we really want to go to school today? I think Black Tay was there, Delonte Williams. I think Black
Yeah,
Tay was there.
yeah.
Like,
Shout out to you, man.
yeah, we was gonna have him skip school too. I think he was like, nah, I ain't in with that. So he went to school. Me and Keith was just sitting there just chilling. we was gonna go to his house at first, but then I think his parents was still home,
Mm-hmm.
so we had to wait until they left, and we ended up going up to. We was just walking around. And then this is back when the Game Crazy was still up by Forestville.
yeah.
but-
Okay.
but
What
then-
about timeout? Was timeout still there too?
Nah, Timeout wasn't there no more.
Okay.
Cause Timeout they took that out a while ago, like way before then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what year we looking at?
Let's see. That's like 2005. No, it's like 2000.
No, you was in high school.
Forestville.
You was in high school.
Are you sure?
2005.
Oh, no, not
Yeah,
2005. Like it was like
02.
2000. Yeah, it's like 2003. I
three?
think. Yeah,
Okay.
2003. Cause I was class of 02 coming out of elementary school. So yeah, just running
Okay.
around like the 7th grade.
Gotcha.
And bruh, we went up to the Game Crazy. We was up there trying to buy games. Dude, they was not having it because we were supposed to be in school. They was like, are y'all even allowed to be in?
Yeah, that's funny. They actually would do that.
Yeah,
too.
you could. Like they wanted him to the fact we just trying to buy some games. Like let's get some games. Son, chill.
Niggas did not want money.
So
that
they
day.
was like, how old are y'all? So man, Keith was like, he gave him his actual age. I was like,
Fucking that money.
and under my breath, I was like, 30.
like, hey, I'd be like, hey, Slim, no, y'all trying to make that budget today or what, man? Y'all worry about the wrong numbers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no bull, bro. But they ended up kicking us out, man.
Damn.
They didn't let us stay in the zone, man. I was like, come on, man. I just want to give me a game, go home, play the jump.
You remember what game we was trying to get?
I don't. Like, we was just looking around.
Oh, true.
We was just looking around.
This is like around the 64 PlayStation days, the first gen.
Yeah, the first
What
gen.
was it? You was at Fordsville?
No, I was at Jackson.
No, I'm talking about the mall.
Oh, no, it wasn't Fordsville Mall. The Game Crazy actually was on the side next to the Domino's.
I mean, the same thing.
I mean,
It's Pimp Mar, but same. It's all Fordsville Mall. I mean, yeah.
Oh, well.
I was just making sure I know about Iverson or
Yeah,
you know,
that's
yeah.
the man. Wait, fucking middle school, nigga ain't walking all the way up that mountain.
Shit, we would. I mean, hey, we
It was
had-
only two of us, like me and Keith and shit. We both were small, so it's just like, come on,
we used
man.
to have some walks. But I'm gonna get into. But go ahead.
But yeah, we went up to that jump, kicked us out. And then it's funny, like Mike's here laughing at like,
Nah,
why?
it's definitely funny because it's like.
now, bro, just
Yeah.
imagine like you like in that joint because
Hey.
you walked in
'Cause
and
you
then
really
you got
think you
kicked
about
out
to-
with the sad
'cause,
face.
You
and
really
shit.
think you about to get a new game,
Yeah, we
and,
really
your day off from school about to be lit, and
So
it's like
we was just trying to, so we was trying to like pass the time, possibly buy a game, wait until like 10 o'clock, and then his parents be gone. We go to his house, just chill the rest of the day. But no,
it never works out like that.
son, no, we
Nah.
was just sitting, son. We were sitting outside walking around for like an hour and a half because we couldn't get inside of a place just so we can just look around and then possibly get something.
Y'all motherfuckers looking like lost children and shit.
We really were. We really were sitting there. I had my book bag and everything. Look, just walking around.
And it looks so hot. Like when we see,
Yeah,
because police will see you and be like, yo, I know these kids supposed to be in school.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't had nowhere to put my bag for real.
Where you live at?
Like we used to live in Penmar. Like,
Okay,
he
that's
used to
like-
live
alright.
next to me.
Okay.
Like not too far. Well, actually, not too far away from me. It's just like maybe like a complex down.
Okay.
And he lived on the bottom floor, so it wasn't like really much in the way of like walking and shit. Like
Gotcha.
you ain't gotta go up no stairs, no nothing. So if they about to catch us, we run out the back door.
Right.
So like I think after like that hour and a half, we ended up chilling at his house, and we was out there like until school was out,
Okay.
and like
So was it a good day still after that
I mean,
part?
it really was. It was a good day still after that.
Okay.
We can, like given the situation, man, fuck Game Crazy, them niggas did that bad and shit.
All right. So before I turn over the other mic, I want you. Have you ever got caught skipping school before?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Well, matter of fact, I'm not sure because my mom, like, she wouldn't really tell me,
Yeah.
but parents know.
Yeah.
Parents know.
I've gotten caught before.
Damn.
Couple
For real?
times. Couple times.
Couple times. So
I
you
want-
learned
I
the
want-
second time.
About cause you think you older and more
And wise and
more
shit.
wiser and slicker, not knowing that my mom's like 3 times my age, so it's like she done seen it all. I'm discovering new stuff, thinking, well, she ain't gonna know this, but she done, you know what I'm saying?
And she done did it already.
Yeah. Not even if she did it, she not stupid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you be thinking like, man, she ain't gonna know this. She ain't gonna pay attention to this, and she knows. So yeah. But when was the first time you skipped?
So, I mean, it's been numerous times. I think this particular time was the first time I actually skipped.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was skipping school, and I mean, for one of the reasons I was skipping school, I was skipping school to fuck. I mean,
Okay.
It's one of the reasons why I was
So
skipping school.
is this high school, middle
It's
school?
definitely high school.
Okay.
I did not skip school in middle school. Fuck that.
Okay.
So at high school, I'm getting good grades. So this is my logic, no bullshit. So I'm getting good grades. I'm making on a roll. I mean, I can miss a couple classes.
Yeah.
Even if if I still can make a good grade, miss a couple classes, I'll be all right.
And I had the same exact logic.
So,
without
you know what
without
I
the
mean?
honor roll though.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm making on a roll. I skip class. Skip class. I mean, skip school. Fuck class. Skip school with Candace Bethea.
Shout out Candy.
Yeah. So, skip school. We walked all the way to my crib. I think we walked. I don't think we catch the bus. Walk to my crib.
You
which-
got to let us know.
all right, so the crib. All right, so my crib. So
What's the
from
school and where we
all right,
walking
so
to?
from Forestville,
All right.
right, all the way to Swan Road. All right,
Jesus
that's a
Christ.
fucking hike for anybody that
Dude.
don't know.
You going too far.
You know what I mean? That is a fucking hike.
And why didn't y'all catch the bus?
I don't know. I just don't know. Probably I ain't had no fucking money. That's probably one of the reasons. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't sitting there, pockets full with fucking change. Like, I only probably had 40 cents to go get reduced lunch or some shit.
Because when you think about that, now there is a mean cut behind
That's what I was gonna get to.
But to get to Swan Road, that doesn't really matter.
No, it's still a fucking. You know what I mean? So I think we cut it. So we cut across. We went through the back way through the creek, right?
Okay.
Now, it was a little nervous going through this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But
usual.
I cut through the creek, hit the back way. Actually, it's like right beside your
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
So
you
you
keep
know what I mean?
going, and
Yeah,
keep
because you
going.
go right the electric poles. So I'm going down that motherfucker. And I mean, it's a nice little walk. We talking and shit. I'm excited because I'm about to go ahead and pronounce the fucking Dunnisher shit. You know what I mean? About to go ahead and completely wipe that motherfucker off the earth. So, so I'm like happy because it's been a drought. I haven't had no pussy in a while. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I think I was like 14. I didn't hit 15 yet because my birthday comes late. So I was like 14. I'm like happy as shit because I'm like in pussy mode. I'm like, give me some pussy. So get to the crib, right? And then this shit gets funny. So we did what we did. We had our fun. And I heard something. I said, oh, fuck. I thought I was going to get to lay there, you know what I mean, recuperate for a little bit, get like a second or third round going, you know what I mean? Because the shit was aight, it was nice.
Right.
So
Shout out Candy.
I hear noise outside. I peeked out the window. I said, oh, fuck. Not only my mom is home, but my father is home early too.
So you got caught the first time you.
No, I didn't get caught.
Oh,
we about to get to this.
Keep
now.
going. My bad.
I was a fucking mastermind. So I heard it. I said, yo, you gotta get dressed. She getting dressed. Boom, boom, boom. I said, yo, this is what we gonna do. So I lived in like a 2-story house with a basement. And I told her, I said, look, beeline it to the basement. I'm gonna meet you down there. All right. Cool beans. And get down there. I mean, I get there. I hide in the closet. My mom come in the house first. I hear her. And I was like, what the fuck are they doing home? Like, young, you're not supposed to be home. I know my father was not supposed to be home. My father was not supposed to be home. It's like a smooth, like 4:30, 5 o'clock. My mom was probably not supposed to be home till about 1 or 2. So I had this shit planned out. I already knew, like, the routine and everything. They fucked me up that day. So I'm in the closet hiding. My mom goes upstairs. My dad sits on the couch. I said, fuck. So now I got to be extra quiet. You know what I mean? So I'm in there. I'm sneaking around. My dad lays down. Now, when my dad goes to sleep, he goes to sleep. He is a fucking bear. He does not wake up at all.
Sound like me.
So I go in there. I say, I am crawling, doing my low crawls and shit, making sure he don't see me or nothing. I'm good. I get down to the basement door. The shit creaks a little bit, right? But I got it, just enough where I can go ahead and boom. So I go ahead, get down the basement. Now it's trying to get her out the motherfucker, right? So I told her, I said, look, I need you. I'm going to open up this garage door slightly. This is where it gets funny. You need to roll under the garage. I swear to God.
Okay.
I was like, yo, you got to roll. Do like a little, you know what I mean? She complied. And I was shocked. I was like, oh shit, I didn't think that was going to be that easy. So, she complied and beeline it towards William Beans.
Okay.
All right. So I was like, all right, now I got to get out of here. Man, my heart was fucking pounding. I mean, I swear, my parents probably could have heard my heart in the goddamn basement. That bitch was doof, doof. I was like, if my mom catches me, I'm going to fucking die. Like, and that because she caught me. Not only that, because they're also super religious. My mom is a pastor, and my dad's a pastor.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? They caught their little Christian son, you know what I mean? Smashing, you know what I mean? I'm in some fucking shit. So I was like, all right, cool. Lord, I pray. I said, Lord, please let me get out of here safely. And you know what I mean? So I beeline it. I rolled under, beeline it to the fucking thing. And we head out. We went back to school. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, that's one of the stories I got about her. But you know what I mean, it was fun. I was scared. But my mom hit me up. She said, I came back to school. She said, the garage door was unlocked. I said, that's crazy. I mean, I must have fucked it up when, you know, I took the trash out or something.
Right.
And then she's like, what girl purse was in your room? I said, shit. Now I have alibis. Because I did talk to another chick at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's like, yo. I said, yo, this is my homegirl Tiara purse. She must have left it. I was like, that's a good lie.
Right.
I ain't tell my mom that, you know, the whole story until like fucking probably 15, no, not 15 years, about 12 years later. You know what I mean? When I got the balls to fucking tell her, yeah, I skipped school. She said, I fucking knew it. God damn it. Yeah. Shit, I knew it. You goddamn girl purses in the room and the goddamn garage door was unlocked. I said, you remember that shit? She's like, yeah. I said, oh, damn. But yeah, that was one of my instances of me skipping school. That wasn't the first time though.
Well, that sounds like dope though. Like, cause you got a adrenaline rush.
Yeah. Oh man.
You know, like it wasn't a smooth story.
Yeah, I could do without the adrenaline rush.
It's like you can, but once you look back on it, like, man, I was all right there. I got out of that. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking met the goal. That was the goal, was to get some pussy. And not get caught, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got some pussy, didn't get caught, went back to school like shit nothing happened.
Right.
You know, successful day to me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you didn't get caught though.
Yeah, hell no.
The first time I skipped school was in elementary school.
Oh, how the fuck did you skip school?
So when I moved to Maryland, I was in the 4th grade, going to the 5th grade. So I didn't know like a lot of people here. So I would meet people. The first summer I was here, I met like people around Surrey Square, and everybody went to Berkshire in this area.
Okay.
And so I'll never forget, we had this like the social studies test coming up, and the social studies teachers was mean as fuck, and ain't nobody really want to take the test because she was threatening everybody, like if you fail the test, you gonna fail the class or whatever. Now, granted, it's supposed to be a whole year worth of like, you know,
like the Miss Pap shit,
or work or some shit that you supposed to do to get, you know, you fail this test, blah blah blah. The only way that, you know what I'm saying, you could get by is if you're not here. So everybody was like, man, we should all just skip, huh? You know what I'm saying? So we all coming up with like little plans and shit, like, all right, who gonna go over who house and this and that or whatever. And I didn't know niggas that well to invite niggas on my house. I was one of the ones going to somebody else's crib and shit. So I never forget, it was this dude named Carlos Harper and shit. And he was like, yeah, you know, a few people can come over my joint or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, I got I forgot what system he had. He had something though. I was like, we could play Super Mario, Madden, you know, whatever, NBA Jam or some shit like that.
And so, he had the game.
Yeah. So me, I'm like, all right, I'm leaning towards him. And then once he was like, you know, I could order everybody pizza and all that shit. I'm like, oh yeah, all right, I'm going because
food, games, everything.
So the thing was, he was like, you know, I live in Amberwoods, and we got cut through Berkshire. And remember, I was telling you, back then, this is like 99. So back then, every neighborhood was a Forest Creek in its own right.
Yeah.
So you wasn't just scared to walk through Forest Creek. I'm scared to walk through Berkshire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They jumping niggas over there. You know, they robbing niggas in Amberwood. So I'm like, man, all right, so if I survive and get there, we gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we get to his crib without blah, blah, blah. And the day, you know, we cracking jokes and he ordered a pizza and shit and all this, we playing the games. And out of nowhere, my eyes just start getting real puffy and like red.
Oh, shit.
And I'm itching and shit. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, something wrong. What the fuck going on? And shit. He was like, yeah, bro, you might be allergic to something. And I'm looking around. I'm like, man, what you got in here? You got like any animals or some shit? And he was like, oh yeah, I got like 3 cats and shit. I'm allergic to cats. He's like, shit. I got 3 cats, but I kept them locked up in the room and shit, so because I knew people was gonna be in here. So I'm like, all right, you got some Benadryl or something I could take and shit? He was like, nah. So I'm sitting over this joint like I'm sitting over this joint like, yeah, Super Smash Bros is fun, and this pizza is good, but
it ain't worth dying.
it ain't worth this shit. Bro. I'ma holler at y'all, man. So we supposed to get out of school like around 3. It's like 12:45, 1 o'clock, and I'm walking around this joint like, damn, I don't want to go home because my mom might pop up early, and if I go to school now, niggas gonna be like, yo. 1, they gonna be like, where the fuck you been at? And 2, they gonna be like, you must know where everybody else at. Cause you know what I'm saying? So I did this the first time I went up to Burt Courts and shit, and I'm just shooting around, and like the park police eventually pull up.
Hold up, you still doing this with puffy eyes and shit?
Puffy eyes and all that shit. I'm not, but the thing is, I'm not
That's
itching.
dedication.
I'm not itching no more, so I'm all right. Now I just look like, remember when Martin got beat up? I'm just looking like that and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm just shooting.
Son.
I'm shooting around and shit because it's a basketball up there and shit. And the park police people we like, hey, you look a little young to be up here by yourself doing these hours.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, yeah. They let me step outside for a few minutes. It's right at Berkshire. They let me step outside for a few minutes because I was breaking out from something to get some air.
Oh, that's a good ass excuse though.
I thought. And he was like, so they let you step out of school to come play basketball? And I was like, well, they told me to step out front, but I decided to come back here on my own or whatever. And he was like, all right, well, let's just take you back on in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, cuz I don't even go to that school. I just made the story up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas not about to take me in that joint at no motherfucker 1:30. He was like, what school you go to? I was like, I go to Morningside or whatever. And he was
I
like,
used to go there.
he was like, all right, man, I'm gonna pull off and I'm gonna act like I ain't see you up here. But next time I see you, man, I'm taking you to school, man. And I was like, all right, I appreciate it. And so I just ended up staying up there till like, I seen kids leaving out the school and then just went home and then just told my mom something. Yeah, I think I accidentally ate some fish at school because I'm allergic to seafood too.
Right.
So that's why I think I'm breaking out or whatever, you know. But I didn't.
So I was about to say I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
So did the school ever call y'all parents? You know how they used to go, we had the cards, the information cards and shit.
Yeah.
And they used to go for those numbers to, you know what I mean, to let people know, hey, look, your son wasn't at school today, you know?
I got snitched on before. And
By your own peoples?
like by somebody that lived around my neighborhood, yeah.
Oh, that's a whole dickhead.
A female, yeah.
Why the fuck would she do that?
I don't know. Like some females, you know, bitches just be, that's just.
How the fuck did you insert yourself into?
Nah, because it's like, I felt like we was in a close knit, and this was like 7th grade.
Yeah.
And we used to play, I was telling Mike, we used to play football before the bus pull up. So we went to 3rd good. Yeah. So one day the game was so sweet, we decided we weren't gonna go to school. We was gonna stay. We was gonna keep playing. We gonna keep playing. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go. And that's what led us to eventually walking to 3rd good. Like we would just keep playing football until we felt like not playing no more, and we would walk. Stop at the little hotel, steal their little laid out breakfast that they were having, all that.
Oh damn! I had a whole
you know,
scheme.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was other niggas putting like the plans together because, like I said, I was new to Maryland for the most part, so I'm just going with the flow and picking up like, all right, niggas is going this hard, and they getting away with everything. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
Peer pressure.
Yeah, and this is before I built up super discipline. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was like we had skip school, we played football, and at this time I was super cool with niggas. So niggas did come over my house. We playing the games, we watching music videos, and then you know everybody leaving at their own little time to go do other shit. So I'm about to just chill for the rest of the day, and then I'm paranoid, so I keep peeping out the peephole. And the last time I peep out the peephole, I see my mom cut the corner. So she's coming home early. So now I got the chain on the little door, which is how I ended up getting caught. But I'm gonna get to it. I got the chain on the little door. So now I'm standing at the door like, do I want to hide in my room until it's time to come home? Is she gonna come in here? Cause she coming home early, so she gotta know something. You know what I'm saying? Cause my mom is like a workaholic.
Yeah.
So she not one of the ones that was gonna leave work early. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So somebody had to tip their ass
yeah.
off.
So I'm like, she gotta know something. So let me play it cool. So I jump off the balcony or whatever. We on the second floor. I jump off the balcony.
Hey, hold up. What?
No, cause it's like, now mind you, I'm scared to death. But I'm scared of my mom more. So I'm like, I'm scared to jump off this balcony because I don't want to break my legs or nothing. But at the same time, I'm scared to get caught by her. So I'm a risk breaking my legs. not to get caught by her. Just to get caught any fucking way. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I go around back up to Burt Course and shit, and I wait for the school bus to pull up. But before the school bus pulled up, my mom pulled up to the bus stop. And she parked there. So that's when I knew She knew something and shit. So my school bus pull up and everybody getting off and my mom still sitting there and shit. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me act like I'm coming from across the field. Tell her I caught another bus home and shit. She's like, yeah, how was your day? I'm like, it was cool. Really, nothing special happened. I caught another bus home or whatever, so that's why I'm coming from across the field or whatever. She's like, all right, cool. You hungry? You want to go get something to eat? I was like, yeah.
It's about to be a good day.
I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, all right, let's go to McDonald's up the street. I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? And the car, so you said nothing special happened in school today, huh? I was like, no, same old, classes here, classes there, nothing special. And she was like, it's funny you should say that because I got a phone call from one of your teachers. And so I was like, who? I was like, who? She was like, yeah, Miss Cannon. And that was my last teacher of the day and shit. So she was like, she said you wasn't in class today. And I was like, well, I did get a little sick, so I ain't go to that job. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, yeah. So after that, I called the front office.
Damn.
And all your teachers said you wasn't here today. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I skipped. She was like, I would have kind of believed your word against this, but when I came home early, she was like, I tried to open the door and the chain was on, and that let me know that somebody was in there. Cause she leave out after I did, and the chain wasn't on. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
so,
the motherfucking chain.
Yeah. So I was like, I said, damn, me being a little too paranoid. I done got myself cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that was. Yeah, if you feel like you want to not go to school or something, I give you the little. Yeah. You could just let me know, even though they know damn well they're not gonna let you take no days off from school. Hey, you could have just let me know. I think about giving you a day or two here and there, knowing damn well she wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was.
I got a story about that shit.
Go ahead.
So my mom, right? She was she's big on school, like no shit. Yeah. For me and my younger brother. She was big on school. So this one day I was fucked up. I mean, man, my stomach hurting. I got a headache, all kinds of shit, right? I'm like, Ma, I don't feel good. I don't think I should go to school. You know what she said? You getting your ass in that motherfucking school bus. You going to school. I'm like, Ma, I really don't. And I was going to Longfields at the time.
Okay.
I was in second grade. I won't forget this shit. And so I'm in second grade. I'm doing my thing. And, I had the shits. I had the crucial shits. I never experienced diarrhea before that. So I'm like young, I'm in the toilet, doop, 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 fucking it up. So one day, I'm in class, and we in one of the little trailers outside.
Oh, yeah, them old trailers.
Yeah. So I'm like, I raise my hand. It's like, teacher, you got to do the pee-pee dance and shit, so they can fucking notice you, You got to start gyrating and shit because them niggas don't take you serious. Yeah. So I'm like, young. I said, yo, I got to go bathroom, like really fucking bad. Well, go ahead, Mr. Thomas. You go ahead, go do your thing. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm going there, and I'm like trying to do the slow, not trying to shit on myself walk. So I'm like, moving very, just smoothly and slowly. Bro, I made it to the middle of that hallway. Oh, shit! So I gotta go to the office. I go to the office, man. I won't forget this shit. They called my mom. And so my Uncle Glenn, who lived in around the Forest Run, right across from that rinky-dink gas station in what's that, the Mather, or whatever the school that is up the street.
Where?
Like a little Catholic school or some shit.
That probably is the matter.
I think it's the Mather. So I got my my uncle come pick me up. So it's embarrassing because now some of my classmates see me shit on myself. All right. So
Yeah,
now
you
that's the
never let
embarrassing
that-
part.
You can't let that down.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's one dude. I fucking can't remember his name, but I think it's Ashley Bembry's brother. But he remembers the shit. And one day he was like, it's shitty post shit. Shitty post shitty boy. What's going on?
Ashford.
Ashford, yeah, Ashford. Yeah, I was like, man,
Shout out.
how the
shout out
fuck you
Ashford,
remember
man.
that shit, man? Like it was like years ago. Like fuck you. So, yeah. So my uncle come pick me up. So if that wasn't embarrassing, I just shitted on myself. I still got shit on myself because the school didn't provide no clothes. You know what I mean? To change it. So I'm like,
Yeah,
that
that's-
shit
that-
all running down my legs.
that's
You know,
wild as
shit
shit.
in my drawers.
That's wild.
So
dog.
my uncle comes in. He had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, green. It was what like 99 or some shit like that. So I come in that joint, and he got newspaper laid out, just laid out. I was like, ain't this a bitch? And I said, I told this woman I don't need to be going to school, man. And see, and I looked at her and said, see, but fast forward, right? I talked to my sister. My sister is now, she's 19 now. But when she was going to school, she's like, I had a choice whatever I want to go, if I want to go to school or not. I said, what the fuck? I said, how you get a choice to go to school or not? I said, I didn't have that choice.
Right.
I said, I had to skip school if I wanted to not go to school. I said, even when I had diarrhea, my mom still made me go to school. Then she's going to say, you had perfect attendance though, right? Nobody gives a fuck about that. The fuck? I was like, yo, this shit was wild, man. Literally, this shit was wild. Like, oh man, that was a horrible fucking day. Second grade, shitted on myself. It was a new school for me, so I was like,
Oh, that made it even
yeah, I
worse,
was like,
dog.
damn, I hate it here.
Yeah,
bro.
you got shit on yourself at the old school and then go to the new.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I
they ain't
ain't
gonna,
do
they
that.
gonna know me over here.
Yeah, it always some shit like that happen. Then it always be like the one person that transfer with you or some shit. Hey, I know what happened at the upper school, right?
And he just keep reminding you, and then all of a sudden the new school know.
Hey, you remember you shitted on yourself, cuz?
Uh-huh.
What? No, that's not me, dog. You sure? that ain't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that I'm telling you, that'd be like some of the worst stuff ever, bro. Like
Right.
when you like when somebody that you know from my old school that know like some really incriminating shit about
Oh,
you
bro.
and that just transfer with you.
No, yeah.
that's- When they bring that shit up out the blue, like you just sitting there with your peoples, and it's like, hey man, remember that one time? Yeah, we caught you jacking off in the goddamn star, bro. I'm like, well, no, bro, no. That didn't actually happen. I hope nobody think that. But you know what I mean? It's just like, yo,
Yeah.
what the
I
fuck?
mean, if that's you,
That-
live your life, man.
that-
You know, it's
No,
like,
There was definitely some people that got caught off some shit like that.
I mean,
in middle school and shit, it was niggas that got caught off shit like
Yeah,
that.
I know some people.
yeah,
Yeah.
people weren't. When I was in middle school, people weren't freaks like that. For
And
real.
they was doing wild shit like in the middle of fucking class and shit.
You
sitting,
lying?
sitting in like the back of the room and shit, beating off. And I was like,
Beating
yeah.
off. in
Yeah, no,
middle school?
niggas started wilding when we got to high school. And niggas was like on the bus wilding and shit like that,
Like fucking on the bus?
beating off on the bus and shit like
All
that.
right.
Bitches-
Like for who
bitches
the fuck is
playing.
beating off
That's
on the bus?
around too many. Like, come on, man. Like,
but that's how niggas would act up though. You know what I'm saying?
that's some-
Like,
that's some weird shit.
don't like. I was living in Surrey Square, right?
Mhm.
But we was about to move to this house right here,
Mhm.
and so when we first moved to this house, I still would catch the Surrey Square bus.
Right.
And I didn't start catching this bus over here until 10th grade and shit. So niggas used to like, you know, how everybody, all the cool kids in the back of the bus. Yeah. So niggas used to be like, I'm tired of every time I get on the bus, y'all niggas sitting in my seat and shit like that.
What?
So from now on, this how I'm about to start acting. So cuz like, it's like start beating off
You lying, fam.
and nutted on the last seat, like to the left and the back.
Hey, that's.
It was like,
nasty shit.
it was like,
Hey,
that nigga was
nah.
like, anybody to sit right here, you know what I'm saying? I done marked my territory.
Hey,
So-
yo, that's some,
Yo, hey, yo, you lying.
I swear to God, right hand of God, bro. Right hand of God,
Yo,
bro. Like,
that-
like, when I tell you, like, bro, I tell you, I got like a million, it's literally like a million stories, bro. Like, of
Yeah,
niggas just
who-
wilding.
who does shit like
He's
that?
like, I
dog?
done marked my territory, so if you sit right here, just know, you know what I'm saying? You sitting in the nut seat and shit. And
Yeah.
But then he's gonna sit in it. Like that's
But that's that's alright to a nigga though. Obviously, you know
to
what
me
I'm
it's
saying.
not. I ain't gonna hold
I'm
you.
like, you know what, bro? I'm not nowhere near that
I
press.
hope he did this before everybody was on the bus.
Why niggas
Okay,
like
alright.
on the
As long
bus
as nobody
on
was
the
on-
bus ride to school? Like niggas was like, I'm like actually, you know what I'm saying? Cause at that time I had never beaten up before, and now when I think back on it, like, you know, the bus ride was only like 3 minutes long for real, like. Cause y'all like busting that job fast, you know what I'm saying? And like
That's the weirdest shit to think about.
it is, but it's like I'm like, nah, you know, cause the bus ride it ain't no lights to get from here to Forestville. It's no lights, you know what I'm saying?
It definitely.
Yeah, cause all you doing is like we come downhill, ma. You
True.
get on the Pennsylvania Avenue,
Stop signs. You get the stop signs, but then you gotta make a turn.
right?
Then another turn. There's
and
no
that's
lights.
it. And
There's
that's
no
it.
lights.
So it's like for him to like do that from here to there.
Around a bunch of people, no less.
Yeah, like that's like,
wild.
Yeah, that's very wild.
That's
So
what the fuck was you? Whoever that guy was, what the fuck was you thinking, bro? Like retro, like thinking back now, you like, was it worth it?
Nah, that nigga a weirdo, bro. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna hold you, Slim. That's some weirdo shit.
I mean, I done definitely caught some strange shit around Forestville. I done seen some strange shit. I remember we had a phantom shitter in the fucking the gym locker room. They was using shit in the showers.
Hey, they pulled the South Park before South Park.
Yeah, bro. Like, I remember I got my pair of Air Force Ones stolen out the fucking gym. I was so stupid. Out the gym locker. And the lockers in fucking at school was just so fucking rinky dink, right?
Yeah, they was
Like I could pull them bitches apart and like literally bust in anybody's locker. So I got endless stories about that shit. But a second time I skipped school. First of all, how many times you skip school, Mike?
I only skipped school. I would say like once. Well, no. I ain't gonna say once. I skipped school. Let's see, twice. Cause I did it once in middle school, then I did it again in high school, and I'm telling you, like that high school one was a trip.
What?
Like that high school one was a trip, dog. But before that, like, because we had already pre-planned everything. Like we went from, like, I think we done this like the day prior. We was like, all right, so what we gonna do is, I didn't get to the story, man. Already cracking up.
Motherfucker got a sandman talking about, all right, we're gonna meet here.
Man, yeah, we was like the Grand Theft Auto little joke when they was in the back room with Woozy in the back room with the little with the schematics right there.
Talking about, this is what we're gonna do here.
Man, exactly. We was just like that. But we was in the lunchroom. We was like, all right, so what we gonna do is, we gonna have Punchline. Cause he was driving. We was gonna have Punchline. We gonna have Darius. Like both of them gonna be driving.
All right.
But then I think Jamal tagged along. Not Jamal Hutchinson, like
Okay.
Jamal Jefferson.
Okay.
Like, yeah. He ended up tagging along. And this was senior year,
Oh, okay. So shit was a breeze then.
you would think.
Yeah.
You would think. Matter of fact, nope, wasn't even senior year. It was actually 11th grade.
Okay.
It was 11th grade. So we was going to skip because we was trying to skip with the seniors.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, once the seniors get out of school, like they
get
leave
out, like,
throughout
around
like
12 or some shit
yeah,
like
the
that.
seniors get out like around 12. Then they'll end up going back to like they'll go to like the lunchroom. They'll leave out through the lunchroom. So as soon as they ended up leaving, we had it planned out. We're gonna go out through the like the basement door, the little one that's right next to well, it's not next to top class. It's actually on the other end of that
I know what
hallway.
you're talking about.
Yeah, that we was gonna go out through that door, and then we was gonna have Darius pull around, and we was gonna have Ernest pull around with their car. Bruh, this whole time, this nigga Punchline was like, we sitting in the car, like I'm out there Splinter Cell style. hitting up against the back of the wall. No, man.
Splinter Cell, shout out Splinter Cell, man. Classic.
So,
man.
man, I was out there. I'm out there Splinter Cell style. I had my regular clothes on underneath my uniform. You know how hard that is to pull off.
Yeah.
Cause those things was thin as hell.
Because
Very.
we had it hemmed and tailored to us.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that. I would just would have bought a change of clothes. That's how hard that feet was to pull off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I felt like it wasn't worth it.
I mean, unless you have basketball shorts on them bitches. Sometimes.
Yeah, I would do that for Joe.
Nah, bro. I had like I had different clothes under the motherfucker, bro.
Not only you hot as shit, but like you like just all uncomfortable.
I was really uncomfortable.
I wouldn't.
So
They would just have to know.
I was incredibly uncomfortable.
Like, hold on, he ain't got his uni on no more. He got some regular. He must be about to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas would just have to know with me.
I
Man,
mean,
what they gonna do? Miss Jenkins was gonna come come chase you.
We still walk out the front door. At Forestville, we walk out the front door.
Oh, you was that? I mean, I think I did.
I mean, yeah.
But we I feel like when we was me and Mike was talking about the high school, the crushes thing. We were saying like once you hit a certain grade, it's kind of you kind of anomaly in high school.
Yeah.
So it's like you just do what you want to do, and they senior year once you got the shit to pass and all, the graduate and all that. I'm walking right past General Freeman. It's like, yo, you know what it is. You know, ain't no, I'm graduating. Ain't no point of trying to do none of this. You know, you know what I'm saying?
But we were still in the so I get it though. Like we were still in 11th grade though. So that was the thing.
All right,
Like, cause we still in 11th.
Okay.
And we trying to leave out with the seniors.
Hold on, so all that. Oh, you talking about Darius? Man,
Yeah.
hold on, so Darius and them was driving in 11th grade?
Yeah, they had their little whip and shit.
Oh, that's all right, man. I couldn't have no car, no fucking high schools, man.
Cause matter of fact,
I had about 3-4 kids.
cause
Oh,
matter
yeah.
of fact, I ain't even,
Man, what? That's a whole nother conversation.
You know
Nigga,
what?
Facts.
son.
Facts.
It was.
It
Yeah,
was,
it was 12th grade because we were skipping with the ones that had a half a day and we didn't have the half a day. Now I
y'all had
remember.
full
Yeah, I'm
Because we didn't
I'm
have a
about, I'm
half
about
a
to
day.
say, yeah, because matter of fact, I was there when I was in 11th grade.
Yeah, because we ain't had a half.
Yeah.
Because we ain't had a half a day, and we was like kind of fucked up because the only niggas that get half a day was niggas with jobs. And for half of them niggas
That
ain't
shit
had
ain't-
jobs.
that shit ain't matter because I had a job and they wouldn't give me one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we trying to skip with them niggas and shit. So we just,
yeah, because I had Wichita too, right, with the car, Jamal.
yeah, because we had Jamal.
Yeah.
Because yeah, so Jamal. Yo, this shit was wild as hell, bro.
Hey, shout out Jamal, man.
Yeah, shout out Jamal, bro. Cool motherfuckers. But when we was standing out there, we waiting for that nigga, waiting for Jamal, we waiting for Darius and shit, we waiting for Punchline and shit.
So y'all had 3 whips to get the
You
fuck
had,
out.
hey, you had,
No,
hey, Mike,
Jamal,
you had this
like,
shit?
Jamal ended up
Niggas got a convoy.
But-
Feel me?
Shit,
Yo,
yeah.
I mean, Jamal like he had like just found out about it and shit. Like he tagged along with us and shit. So we ended up like right outside the door. It's me, that nigga Brendan, and I think that was matter of fact, I think it was me, Brendan, and Sticks. And we was waiting outside the door, and Darius pulls around. All right, and he pulls off with I think Sticks was in the car with him, and me and Brendan get in the car with Punchline. So the thing is, like this was the wildest shit. Like Punchline the entire time, he's sitting there like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do this, man. Like, what if my grandmother see me while we on the road or something? I was like, dude, we going right up the street to Sticks' house. So he was panicking.
I don't believe it, man. I'm not my man Punch, man.
No, I lied to you not. I lied to you not. He was sitting there the whole time, like, dog, I don't know if I can do it, man.
You might as well, hey, if you gonna be that part, you might as well not even go.
Yeah,
you might as well stay
son,
in school.
we
man.
was sitting there telling him, like, dude, go, we already in the car, let's get going. He was like, Like, what if my grandmother catch me on the highway?
But if y'all already in the car, what are you gonna do? Go back to school?
Son, I'm
Tripping.
getting there. I am getting there.
I'm curious. Like now you about to get in trouble either way.
Yeah. So what we had done was, like what we had done, like we was like, all right, so at least take us there, and we'll go from there. Like you can come back if you want. This nigga, I lied to you not. You know where the bottom of the hill, like right there where the woods start at, and
Right.
he walked through there.
Right.
This nigga takes us out of the fucking parking lot, down to that place, and then he drops us off there and goes back to school. Son,
You
Oh,
lying.
he went. He ain't go back to school.
son this nigga went back, bruh.
Hold on. He dropped y'all over where?
He dropped us off right at the bottom of the hill, dog.
I gotta walk there.
We could have. Like, that's the shit that blew the fuck out of me. Like, we could have walked there.
Son, at
But
least-
he
at least-
dropped us off there.
At least get us to
We-
Pennsylvania
son,
Avenue.
we
son,
had
you know what I'm
to
saying?
we had to
Something, son.
call Jamal and shit, because matter of fact, Darius wasn't driving. It's actually Jamal who's driving.
Okay.
So we ended up having to call them niggas and tell them to come get us. Bruh, they was already down the road. So they had to come back and get us from the bottom of the hill. We was walking up there just so we can make it a little bit easier on them, so they don't got come all the way to the bottom of the hill.
Facts.
We get up to, like, I think where, like, Amber lived.
Uh-huh.
Well, where she used to live. And Jamal pulls up.
Mm-hmm.
Dog. We see a car coming from like from the parking lot.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it wasn't even a car, it was like a van or some shit. So we putting our stuff in the car. Cause we had to take all of our stuff from out of punch car, and then we sitting there holding the shit. We had to wait for them to come in. We putting our stuff in the car.
I feel like this shit about to turn left like a
It-
motherfucker.
Trust me, it's getting there. We had to put all our stuff in the car. Brendan, like I put all my stuff in, but Brendan's still in the back, like putting all his stuff in the trunk. Dog, I lied to you not. When we saw who was coming around that fucking corner in that van, it was Colonel Turner.
Yeah, I was wondering because it was like, you know, when you leave school around that time, the teachers always be
Yo.
going back and forth.
So
You know what
it
I'm saying?
was Colonel Turner. Bruh, we was already in the car. Bro, Jamal sped off. His niggas, yo, Brendan was still putting his stuff in the trunk. Jamal just sped off as soon as he put the top down. Son,
For real.
yes.
He left Brendan?
He left Brendan. Brendan was standing there with his arms out like, what are y'all doing? And then just at the mercy of Colonel Turner, bro.
He got
So
caught.
Turner came out the car?
No, he didn't get out the
Because
car.
they never. The one thing I noticed, teachers didn't give a fuck.
They didn't.
We thought
but
they did.
we-
They didn't give a fuck.
I know, but the thing is, like, we didn't.
You didn't
like,
know.
We
You
wasn't
didn't know
aware.
back then. Yeah, you didn't
But-
know back then. Yeah.
Come on, like you see somebody like Colonel Turner pull up next to you, you just like,
what happened?
hold on,
What happened to Brendan?
bruh. Nigga, we called that nigga Brendan. Like as soon as we get to like the end of the road, because Jamal sped off.
So he doing like 60.
Yeah, in a residential
Yeah,
area.
he fucking up.
So, like, we called Brendan. He's like Brendan, yeah, you good, bro? He's like, man, fuck it. I decided to just walk back to school. And he's like, he in the parking lot or some shit. We was like, nah, we gonna come back and get you. It's just like, 'cause I was like entirely fucked up. And he still had his stuff in the car.
Yeah, I'd have been blown about that.
So we pulled up.
Like, speed off before I put my shit in the trunk.
We
you know
pulled
what I'm
up and
saying?
got him. And then we went over to Sticks' house. They recorded some music and shit.
Got to.
Like, they got some food beforehand and shit. Darius was mad as shit because I accidentally laid on his fucking burger. He sat his burger on the bed and shit when we was and they was recording some music and shit. And then I laid back and then I ended up laying on his burger on accident. That nigga was blown. I was like, why the fuck would you put this shit on the bed?
I'd be mad as fuck too though. You just laid on my burger. I was like probably thinking about food and shit. You like, and you go to the refrigerator and the shit ain't there. You be mad as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, but
You just turn this fucking goddamn McChicken into a grilled patty and shit. You know what I mean? Just sitting there with just cheese.
it's not, nah, but he put this shit on the bed. Like, a bed is for laying on. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to stretch and lay back a little bit just so I can, stretch out a little bit. But And then his stuff is like right there. I didn't know.
Right.
It was on accident. Like he put it behind me.
So you said this was senior year.
Yeah, the senior year.
So you skipped school senior year?
Oh,
I skipped.
Look at motherfucker. Look, man.
I might have skipped like
By the-
1/4 of senior year.
By the time,
God damn.
by the time I got to senior year, I mean, I was already messing with somebody within the school, so it was technically no reason for me to fuck around, skip school. So I can't remember if I skipped school with that person that year.
Alright,
So
so-
I can't. But before that,
All right, so we want you to tell on yourself for this nigga not knowing if he cheated or not.
no. I mean, if I did, I did. I can't remember. I knew who I was dating, and I caught a lot of shit for dating that person. But I mean, nonetheless, I still dated that person, and then what happened.
We name dropping this.
Oh,
podcast.
all right.
No, you ain't nah. It ain't good. Nah,
I mean,
it ain't. We name drop for good stuff. We ain't
Yeah,
got, we
I
got
mean,
name drop
I
for
ain't
no
gonna, like-
traumatizing situation.
I mean, bro, you name dropped.
Not for no traumatizing situation.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna,
Like if I got when we was talking about getting cheated on shit like that, I didn't name drop.
yeah, I ain't gonna name drop.
Not
but,
about glorified bitch that cheated on me. Fuck
But
you.
she cool now, and she listening, she know who she is. So I ain't
Yeah,
gonna,
and that's all you guys.
to her.
That's all you guys say.
You know what I mean? But
the bitch know who she is.
Oh, wait,
But in
wasn't
11th
one of your
grade-
crushes? I think.
You said what?
Wasn't one of your crushes?
I mean, yeah, but that was before he told me that. I wouldn't have said nothing if I know she's out here doing that kind of shit, man.
no, actually, no, it's not that person.
Oh,
Not
okay.
that person.
All right.
So that's 11th grade, in which I'm going to go into right now.
Okay.
So 11th grade, I did skip school. So I became a professional at skip school, right? Because at this time, mind you, I'm still on the honor roll, all right? And I kind of like, I was looking up to one cat that was, I think he graduated with you.
Who was it?
I think his name was Eric. He had a little bald head, T.I. looking ass motherfucker. Cool dude.
You talking about light skin?
Yeah.
Nah,
he lived around Spawn.
I don't. Oh, you talking about Fagans?
I think so.
Yeah. Won't
He was a
fuck,
cool cat.
won't,
Alright.
fuck, won't fuck with him now. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I haven't seen him since. But
Yeah,
he
I
was
go
cool
back-
cat,
yeah,
but
go back
I
then. Go
didn't
back
like
then.
talk to him.
Right.
But I seen his report card one day, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker be in and out of school, doing all kinds of reckless shit, but still be doing good.
Yeah, because he was whipping too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
back
that's
then.
another
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So I
he was
like,
whipping back
what?
then.
If he can do it, I can do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I threw a little positivity in the shit. So I was like, all right, get the schoolwork done, do your homework, do classwork. Even if the classwork, you didn't get the classwork, do the classwork, turn the classwork in.
Right.
You still get the grade. You know what I mean? Do enough classes to come in. Even if you miss one day, you can still come back the next day and still make up the shit and just come up with an excuse because they ain't asked for fucking like written up and stuff because they put what you was absent for in the report cards. So my parents be like, "Yo, you missed like 8 days of school." I'm like, I was in school. They probably just didn't, see.
Yeah,
me or
that's
some
like-
shit.
that's
But
like-
I did get an A in that class though. You seen that, right?
That's what I used to say too.
You know what I mean?
Nah, they just be fucking up the little number.
Yeah, I mean, does it
you
really
know.
matter though? Like, come on, man, let's be serious. And then I got really it was really slick because, so this number I don't think is in service anymore. So I gave him a wrong number. So like I said, I became a professional at skipping school.
Mhm.
I gave him 301-967-3974. All right, that was a number that we haven't used in fucking years. And when I say years, I'm talking like 10 years at that moment.
Mhm.
So I remember that shit, put that shit on the info card. So they calling that number. So my mom's ain't never get no call. So, you know what I mean? Unless I did some real reckless shit at school, which I never did.
Right.
So I got that down pat. I already know my parents' schedule except for that one fucking time. And the other time, skipping school was a fucking breeze for me. I skipped school with Marquita Green, 11th grade. All right. And nothing happened. We just out chilling. I think it was like 2 more other fucking people that came with us and stuff. And we just chilled at the little apartment, went to the park, you know what I mean? Had a pretty chill day, you know what I mean? Was a little upset because I don't think I had my key to go in the house, and that's probably why I ain't go in my house.
Mhm.
But I was literally like,
Still on Swan Road.
yeah, I mean, right behind. So the apartment's right behind William Beans.
Got you.
So we cut through there, bada bing, bada boom, and I'm cooling. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing crazy. I ain't get caught. 10th, I think in 11th grade also I did skip school, but it was another chick from another school.
Okay.
So thinking that skip, bro. Let me tell you how I set this one up. So her name was Tiffany Thomas. I won't forget her. I met her at Fordsville Mall.
Okay.
And
Shout out Fordsville Mall, man.
yeah, shout out, man. I seen this one joint, right? I mean, It was just at 15, 16 years old, I was like, yo, this chick too. Her skin was beautiful, had that nice black smooth skin. You know what I mean? It's just nice. Oh man, I was in love. I was smitten. I mean, I had to make sure she wasn't my cousin. You know what I mean? I had to make sure because she had the same last name, so I had to make sure she wasn't family. She wasn't family, so I was in the cool. You know what I mean? Got the number because we had to talk to people. It was no dating apps. It was like, hey, yo, you know what I mean? You look good. Can I get your number? You know what I mean? Bada bing, bada boom.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote it down, got it on a piece of paper, called it that night. That's how smooth I was. I was like, yo, what you know what I mean? What you got planned? You know, the next day. I ain't doing that. You trying to come through? Bro, her answer shocked the fuck out of me. She was like, yeah. I was like, ooh, here we go. And I'm telling you, at 16, right, this chick had an ass of a grown ass woman.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice, had the cuff, you know what I mean?
It was
like,
a lot of women like that.
Bro, I was like, young. Oh my God.
Which is probably why, like we talked about before, why most of these chicks would be messing with older dudes and shit like that.
Like, bro, that shit right there. You know what I mean? I would say shout out to Mr. McDuffie.
That's not. Nah, we definitely
no shout outs. No shout outs.
Yeah, we can't shout out nigga like that.
Yeah,
so,
fuck
that nigga.
Nah, I know. Trust me, I understand.
Might as well shout out R. Kelly.
Like, fuck that dude. I got stories about him. But
R. Kelly or
nah, you know. Yeah, you know. But so yeah, I took it to the crib, did a thing. You know what I mean? And that was successful. And that's when I really was really like, young. I could literally skip school any fucking time and get away with this shit. You know what I mean? Shorty caught the bus to me. She met me at the crib. We did what we did.
Hey, but question, right? Once you got to that level, because I kind of feel with this, like the feeling, it didn't feel the same though, did it?
No, I mean,
because once you got to a level, he's like, I can do this whenever.
Yeah, like, you know,
it wasn't in as fun as.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know.
Like, I think I had Miss Martin or some shit when, you know what I mean? She like, where you was at? I don't know. I probably had a doctor's appointment. Or even when I skip class within school, I always go, hey, man, this one was like a mother to me. Miss Sanders class.
Shout out Miss Sanders.
I
like Miss Sanders.
Marnetta Sanders.
Man,
she was a cheerleading.
Please
She was cheerleading coach too.
Man, look, Miss Sanders, you know, I love you like a mom. Hey, forgive me, but her daughters were the fucking beautifulest people I ever seen.
She was like that too, though.
Man, what?
Miss Sanders was like that too.
She had the freckles and all that.
Yeah, I used to like little shit like that. Yeah.
I used to skip, but
like, she was really bubbly too.
Man.
Yeah, when I got into 12th grade, I didn't even care. We didn't even care no more.
Right.
About whether we got caught. Like I said, I would literally walk right past General Ram and be like, yo, it's an early day, bro. You know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying? Like I swear to God, like rest in peace. That's
Oh yeah, he did. He is.
But look, we it got to the point where, cause every year, all 4 years that I was at Forestville, the last day of school, we would skip and we would throw a party at the park.
Okay.
And everybody would come. We'd be playing basketball all day, cook out. And senior year, we were so bold that we used to go and tell the teachers. Like, hey, yo, because we leaving early anyway.
Was that the same year y'all put, like, bologna on somebody's car and some shit? And, like, y'all fucked somebody teacher car because they had mayonnaise, bologna.
Well, nah, we wasn't doing no degenerate shit like that. on no DX shit. Nah. But we was going around like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Miss Bryant.
Dog,
like,
I don't like her, bro.
I know you don't, but, you know, you used to go around the classroom like, yo, we having this little cookout, so we I'm not gonna be in your class Friday, but
this man taking out sick days and shit.
But if you want to drop through and get something to eat or something, you know, you welcome. And she used to be like, so y'all just gonna skip my class and they're gonna offer me a hot dog or something and think I'm gonna be cool with it. And I'm like, we just trying to be considerate. We letting you know ahead of time, like, yo, I'm not gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be at the park. You know what I'm saying?
Son, I don't fuck Miss Brown. She failed me, and come to find out a year later, she ain't even a real fucking teacher. I had to go to summer school.
Hold up, what?
Yeah, you hear about
Nah.
all them teachers that wasn't certified? Mike, what I tell you though? Like not about Miss Bryant, but teachers. I had teachers in 11th grade for math come back 12th grade and got them for social studies. How?
It didn't make sense.
And then
Like,
they teaching. We had Miss Bryant the same year. He's in the 11th and I'm in the 12th. How are you teaching two? How?
So hold up.
Ain't that Einstein couldn't learn that much history in the summer? Like
What do you mean? Like she didn't like. Pass
they
the class?
wasn't certified.
Yeah, they weren't certified.
So
to
they
be-
was fucking us up.
Like if I would have failed any classes, I would have sued Forestville when that story came out, because you probably could have got some bread.
So that was like after we graduated type shit.
Right?
No, it was that senior year.
It was during our high school stint. They just got caught after, like, I think the year 09. When my baby mother was there, that's when teachers started getting like super fired and all of that. Because like a couple of my favorite teachers got fired and shit for not being certified, and it's just like,
Like half of the majority of substitutes weren't certified for shit.
yeah, half the real teachers weren't certified.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
But it's like, if you look back on it, it makes sense, because it's like things like I was telling Mike, I'm like, Miss Cottom go from like a health teacher to the top administrator. Like that doesn't that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Or Miss Hardeman go from teaching science to the schedule maker. Like there's no that's not a structure.
Yeah.
Like I can't be the top science. Like if anything, I need to go work for NASA after. Like that should be the, you know what I'm saying? Like that, it didn't make sense. Like nothing made sense. And it's like, you was just teaching biology, and now you in charge of the whole school schedule. How? That's two different things. Like you have to go to college for two different things to do what she just did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
a fact.
that doesn't make. And you know, Miss Cookwell, I love Miss Cookwell. It's like probably my favorite teacher throughout my 4 years of Forestville. But she was teaching math. I had her for math, and then I had her for history. How? Like, how are you teaching me trigonometry one year, and now I come back over the course of just one summer, and you teaching me American history? How?
And you know what's funny about that? They probably said something about that shit too, and them niggas was just probably like, "You gonna do it anyway?" Like, you know what I mean? Because you know some of these motherfuckers are under contract.
Yeah,
So it's like, yo, you at the will of whatever fuck I say. You know what I mean?
that's bad.
Which is now understanding why PGC school systems were probably so fucked up.
Which they are. And a lot of high schools been shut down.
Yeah, and now it makes sense why
Yeah.
Forestville got shut down. Like,
Because
damn.
Forestville, like, the decline on Forestville started way before we got there. I know we all take credit. Well,
Yeah.
we could take credit for the decline of the military shit.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
but as far as
that shit should have
Forestville,
never been implemented in the first place.
it shouldn't have. Because it was like,
Fucking Lord.
unless you was going to actually do it the real way.
Well, I'm actually glad they didn't do it the real way.
I'm just saying, and I wouldn't have went there. But now if it was
It wasn't a choice for me.
we thought it was a
Yeah,
real.
it wasn't a choice for me either.
Yeah,
I wanted to go to Sula.
I wanted to go to school.
Mom
So
Dukes,
did I.
Mom Dukes wasn't having that.
Yeah, my mom's was
Yeah.
leaving.
But I kind of think like my mom was more so pressing me to cut my hair more than anything.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? You know.
But y'all did y'all have to do that shit? Because
Yeah.
I remember like every year, like, because we was like I guess the people that was going to be full military, which was 2008. But every year they was like gradually, you know,
We
trying
was
to
full
catch
military
up.
too.
Y'all was?
It started the year before us.
Okay.
So 06 was the first, because they was all on the news and in the newspapers and shit like
Okay.
that. It was 06. But when we first got to high school, it was half and half.
Yeah, I
So
remember that.
9th and 10th graders was in the military, and the
Yeah,
11th and
everybody
12th
else was in
graders
civilian clothes.
was regular.
Okay.
And as we went along, it was just one more.
Yeah, and
but
mhm.
the top power people were seniors that
Yeah.
volunteered to do
Yeah,
that
had
type of
fucking
shit.
little cadet this
Yeah.
shit on,
Yeah,
and they
bro.
swear they would.
Yeah,
the niggas with rank used to piss me off.
yeah,
Man, what?
They used to always think they was better than you.
always.
Look at me, I got 4 discs
So,
on my fucking
remember
shoe.
their orientation? They used to always had in orientation it was always that like that real asshole dude that took it way too serious.
It was a couple of them. And I don't know if they did this for y'all when y'all was in 9th grade. When I was in 9th grade, they used to come around to the classrooms, and if somebody walked in the door, it was mandatory for somebody to be like, attention.
They
Nah,
did that
attention
shit.
though.
They
It
did
wasn't
that
at
shit.
first it was at ease was alright, but at first it used to be like attention, and everybody had to
Yup,
stand
they-
up.
they did
and,
that.
and then whoever if somebody didn't stand up, they would have to do like 25 push-ups right then and there and all that. And it was like, come on, bro, like this ain't no real.
Slim.
Yeah.
I know when I first came in, I remember seeing that nigga Wormley. I used to think that nigga was military for real.
Yeah. Shout out Wormley, man.
Nigga, Christopher Wormley, I used to think that nigga was military for real and shit.
Y'all like overcharged me for that book, Wormley, but it's, so we all good, though. We all good, bro.
Yeah,
I fuck with
I got
Wormley, though.
stories about that. But so, funny thing is about the rank shit, right?
Uh-huh.
So, they was like, you had to go to a board to get ranked up and shit, you know what I mean?
Oh, the real way.
Yeah, the real way, right?
Okay. I stole my rank.
I did the same fucking thing too.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, by the time I graduated, they had cadets on first class. Thomas on there.
Uh-huh.
I never went to a fucking board. I literally just put on shoulder boards and be like, look, Top.
When we was graduating, Top encouraged us. He was like, as long as you ain't you don't make yourself no general or no colonel, you can go back there and pick something out. or the little John with the circles. I forgot what it was called.
Like captain,
a lieutenant, I think.
Yeah,
we could be captains. Because I think I was like one of the. A staff sergeant captain or something. It was like the staff sergeant joint, but it was a souped up joint though.
Yeah.
Had the little eagle in the inside of
it. Motherfucker went all the way up.
I'm about to get the sweetest shit I see in this joint. You know what I'm saying?
He got the eagle because he was a big fan of Dipset.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that's probably what it was too. I seen that shit. You know how I think the white rope was from honor roll, which I did make honor roll my 12th grade going out and shit.
Nigga, I never made honor roll.
But
for real,
I took the black jump too. Yeah, I made honor roll twice in high school. Coming in 9th grade and going out 12th grade.
Nigga, I was struggling
Poetic
for
justice.
225, so I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I had the mindset that Mike had was like try to keep the grades up, and then I see you can get away with foolery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they can't say nothing when you get caught because, that's why your grade's low. That's why this and that. That's why this and that. If it's like, if your grade's not low.
What they gonna say?
What they gonna say? But they come to school. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying?
I could do all, like, if we had distant learning like they have now, bro.
Shit would be lit.
Young, you crazy.
Man, Mike talk about it all the time, bro. But half the class will be on one screen. Like, we at the park right now doing the cookout, you know what I'm saying? But we all here, though.
Teachers.
Yeah.
Hey, matter of fact, we're going to do the triangle offense right now.
Like shit. Man, where they at? We at the basketball court right now, but go ahead and do your thing. Now we listening. The whole time they don't on mute like shit. Playing ball and all that shit.
So the Pythagorean thing... Jordan,
fucking playing Call of Duty, split springs.
Niggas playing video games.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
she teacher doing a little roll. Damn, Jasmine not here today, is she? Oh, like, here she is. Right here, you know.
I think that actually did happen to us. Like, if you I mean, I've been watching TikToks and shit. You know what I mean? One of the students actually got caught fucking. In class and some shit. I guess one of the little popping them off or something.
Yeah, I would be the same way, bro. You're not about to have me like at home, in high school, in class, bro. Like we gonna be doing some shit. Like we gonna be playing video games.
I swear to God, that would be the easiest.
I would have been playing video games all fucking day, Slim. I ain't gonna hold you. I probably would never even turn on my fucking laptop, Slim. I ain't gonna hold you.
For real?
I turn it on.
I mean, my shit coming on.
Yeah, I turn it on.
I mean,
I might not look.
I might put a picture in front of that bitch so it can look like I'm sitting there.
I would have it on me, but just know I'd be like. They'd be looking at me and I'd be looking at the TV playing the game or something. You know what I'm saying?
Have like
a tank top and shit.
Have like a pre-recorded video of you sitting in front of the
Yeah,
talk about
Yeah. True.
Some first bullet type shit.
They ask you a question like, so what do you think about this?
Yeah.
You are absolutely correct.
Is there something wrong with you, sir?
Yeah, I could definitely get that. The only thing I wouldn't have liked about this shit is that missing out on like prom and shit like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Nigga, I don't really miss out on that shit. Like, nigga, that was a lot of money spent.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't even know if I was gonna go to prom.
I went to 3 proms.
You went to 3 proms, sir?
Yeah. I went to 06, 07, and then my baby mother 09.
Well, damn.
Yeah. I enjoy prom.
I only won one.
Nah, I ain't fuck with prom. So. I mean, it was decent. It's just like,
we had a fake ass 11th grade prom if that count, but if it don't, that count, that's full.
Yeah,
but if it don't,
the junior prom shit?
Yeah, the junior prom. Yeah.
I mean,
we ain't do that shit.
That shit was like we had
before then. like before like my original prom and shit, like in senior year, like the closest I've ever been to anything like that was the dance we had back in Jackson.
Oh, yo, I remember those joints back in Jackson.
I got suspended, so I couldn't.
Yeah, I
go to my
remember.
job.
Nigga, like
Oh, no, I was
we went to
suspended
we went to
Jackson, too.
Jackson the same year. I knew you back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
I was there,
remember
too.
them joints.
I just didn't know y'all. I was there too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you came in 8th grade,
yeah.
and we was in
Yeah.
7th.
So we didn't want no parts of Jackson. So we was just there to get
Y'all-
this shit over with.
Yeah,
and
y'all was just there for the
Well,
fuck.
we came from Thurgood,
I was
so we-
suspended for like most of my time in Jackson. That's when I actually got in a whole lot of shit. When I was
Jackson?
at Jackson, yeah.
Yeah.
They used to have in-school fucking
Yo,
hated
in-school
in-school
suspension.
ALC.
Oh my
yeah, when I
God,
was
bro.
like, yo, what the fuck kind of torture shit is this? You
So-
know
Yeah,
what
they
I'm saying?
had you just sitting there
No,
writing
it was-
inside a
it
little
was-
cubicle.
The
jail
lady,
cell.
I remember the lady name was fucking Robinson, bro. She had the fucking the joints with the motherfucking boards up.
Yeah, the
you couldn't
boards
see
and shit,
nobody.
yeah.
And if you ain't had no
That's when
work to
that's
do,
when I first
Yeah.
started. That's when I first started writing raps and
Yeah,
shit.
the little
And-
cubicles and shit. They
yeah.
had you and them Jones just writing.
Do y'all remember the motherfucking dictionaries and it tell you like turn here, then go here? They
Oh,
had
yeah,
one.
yeah.
bro.
You
had
It
to
be
write
some wild
down.
shit.
So they used to have you like writing out the definitions and all that shit,
God,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
In school suspension, I told him, I said I would rather go like get suspended for real than go to in school suspension. In school suspension was like you had to be in. They give you bag lunch. You couldn't go to lunch. So you had to eat.
Well,
Like,
You
Bullshit.
in there the
prison food.
whole time by
Bullshit,
like pretty much
man.
by yourself.
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
Like you
Could-
couldn't talk. Go ahead and
couldn't
talk
talk.
if you want.
Yeah,
You
couldn't
gonna be there for
talk.
That
another
was
fucking day.
that was the equivalent to ISO in jail.
Yeah.
Like
Fuck in school.
they technically
Yeah.
put you in the hole. And,
Yeah.
You
That's
be
when
hearing
I,
everybody having fun.
that's- yeah, that's
You
when
know
I.
what I mean? Then you
That's
like-
exactly when I first started writing raps and shit. ALC,
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson.
and then whole time, like, wasn't you like close to like the field around that time, like where you can look outside and see?
I
What's
couldn't
going
look
on?
outside. My
No,
shit.
there was a fucking the room that
The
we
room
was
might
in.
not even have windows.
Nah, the room didn't have windows. Everybody was out the girls' locker room. I remember this shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that
whole
shit
time.
too.
It was fucking.
Well, I only went there once though, so that's the thing.
I went there plenty of.
Yeah, I was in there like
fucking
3 times.
times.
3 times.
Like she always say, "You're back, huh, Mr. Thomas?" I'm
Uh-huh.
like,
Once-
yes, Miss Robinson.
One time regular and then twice. Cause remember when you get suspended, when you come back off suspension, you had to do a day in there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was twice for me and
I
shit.
fucking hated in school suspension. Miss Robinson was the mother.
The Forestville joint was sweet though.
I never went to an in school suspension in Forestville.
Yeah, Forestville joint was like that. Like
Word.
that was like how it probably feel like when celebrities be locked up and shit. Like you just away from everybody, but you still around. They got like a piece of the library like sectioned off, and you want a computer. You eat. Not only do you eat regular lunch, you eat it early. I'm like, I like this. I ain't got to wait till 1 to eat. What the It's 11:30. Here come lunch and shit. You know what I'm saying? They give you a break so you can like stretch your legs and all. I said, oh yeah, this all right. You know.
I remember they tried to give me detention, and I think
Yeah, I wasn't fading. I ain't fading
who
no out of
gave
school
me-
shit.
Who gave me fucking detention?
I did
I
Saturday
think it was
school before.
Martin.
I ain't did that. I never did that. Though.
I never know. I never did detention. I think it was Martin or I think Sergeant Price tried to give me detention, and I never went. I was like, well, shit, what you gonna do? Because I'm not about to call my mom and tell her I'm staying after school for
Yeah,
detention.
if it ain't
Crazy
sports,
as fuck.
it ain't sports. I ain't understand.
Yeah, man, I never went. I ain't never heard nothing about it either.
Yeah, I did Saturday school 3 times, like 3 times in a row and shit.
Oh, but that
we
shit
had,
was a joke.
yeah, it really was, cause we had Miss McClaren. She was the teacher, and she was bad. She used to come in this joint, bruh. She used to come in there twisted, bruh, and like and be telling us like the stories of what she was doing in the club, like the last
Was
night.
she a
or
real
something.
teacher too?
No,
Nigga, you should have fucking known that,
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
You should have known that.
And she's like, yeah, I'm just like Dizzy, y'all, so I'm gonna be taking it easy today. You know, I was dancing a little too much on top of the table last night, and once the Henny got the flowing, like everybody got the going or whatever little. She
Why
used
the
to
fuck
have like
would
some
you
little.
tell that shit to
Because
to
she
minors?
was fucked up.
I don't know, but I thought like was getting turned on and shit. Like, I used to be like, what else was happening at the club? What club you was at? You know what I'm
The
saying?
Saturday lotion and shit.
Yeah, because Miss McLaren was out like, all right, she was out like that a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I did have a little crush on Miss McLaren.
Yeah, I used to like Miss McLaren.
I,
She still look good too.
do she?
Yeah, we friends on Facebook.
A word.
Yeah,
She live in the city.
I don't know. That's a good
I might
question.
slide.
This nigga.
Let me stop fucking around.
Nah, I mean, hey, this what summer. If I could see some of them teachers now, like if I saw Miss
Yeah.
Brown,
Yeah, we could do a podcast on now, like the teachers that used to look good at 4.
yeah.
I mean,
I haven't
that was
seen you
only
since.
like a handful to me.
it wasn't like these other schools where
Nah, like-
you be seeing the teachers that be getting caught fucking in
Man,
school.
what?
Them
I'm like,
bitches be
damn.
bitches sexy as hell.
But Mike, bro, you went to Jackson with me.
Yeah.
Like you remember the Miss Brooks.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking dance teacher.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, see, I didn't.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my God,
I
little
wasn't
white
there.
skin joint.
I wasn't
Yes,
there.
sir.
Hey, but who the dance teachers at Fort? I mean, yeah, the dance teachers at
talking
Forestville.
about
Not Miss
Miss-
Sanders, but the
You
other.
talking about Miss?
It was
Miss,
a dark skin joint
Miss
with a big
Delmont.
butt.
Miss-
Yeah.
Miss
Yeah.
Delmont.
And then it
Yeah.
was a light skin joint.
I remember the night. What,
She had short hair. I think her name was like Miss Powell or something.
pool or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Miss Poole?
Poole or Miss Powell. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how people be pronouncing
Yeah,
the
all
names.
I remember is Miss Delmont. Shit, mainly because she
The
had a fat
fatigues.
ass. Like, she wasn't.
Always wear the fatigues and
Yeah,
shit.
she was.
Well, yeah, she did always wear the fucking fatigue.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, but I do remember Miss Brooks.
Nigga, Miss Brooks
Yeah, see, I
was
didn't-
fine
Reason
as
why I was
hell.
suspended.
I don't
Son,
remember. I
Miss
don't remember too much
Brooks
of
too
Jackson,
fine.
son.
She was.
Man.
She was.
See, if you had seen her, you just look at her. You just
You'd
like,
be like, damn.
man, like when you
We-
talk about women like being like in shape and fine,
Mm-hmm.
like she was in shape, had a filled out body, and it wasn't like she was like super top heavy, but she just was filled out in the right places, like real slim, slim waist, all that shit. Like, and then ass was on point, Slim.
Yeah,
I'm
see?
not even gonna hold you.
It's like I don't remember nothing from Jackson because it's like we treated that joint like a jail bed.
Exactly.
Like we let's get this 1 year over with and we back out this joint.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, yeah. When I say we came to Jackson full of hostility, bro, like niggas wanted to burn that joint down, son. Like that's
fucking burn Jackson down, man. That shit was that shit was probably one of the worst times in school for me. Next to Benjamin D. fucking Floyd's. Like, I fucking hated that school, man.
with Jackson.
Yeah, man.
You went there both years,
Yeah.
and you went there both years.
yeah. I went to
I
Jackson.
fucking hated
So the
Jackson.
whole time it was like but it was some fine ass teachers there. I ain't gonna hold you.
There was some fine bitches there
Hey,
too.
son, like you remember the little light skinned little substitute jump? I forgot her name.
I
Oh,
can't remember that,
like she was kind of like she was like thicker and like
bro. I'm drawing blanks. I'm sorry.
oh my.
When you
God.
said Miss Brooks, though, I automatically remember that because I just had a few run-ins with her.
Cause I still remember like Miss Halls and shit. Like Miss Halls, she was the
I do
English
remember Miss
teacher.
Halls, yeah.
Like she had like the bigger eyes and shit, but she was jive fat though. Like he ain't gonna hold you. Like, she had, that joint was jive fat.
Yeah,
man. I ain't
what-
gonna hold
man.
you. She's always with like the bigger shirts and shit.
I don't remember.
Cause I remember she was pregnant one year.
Yeah, she was pregnant.
Man, I was like, dog.
Yeah, she was.
There was a reason why you got pregnant, and you saw what you got back
Yeah,
then.
man, a lot of them teachers probably fucking freaky ass motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, hell yeah,
No
they
bullshit.
probably was. Slim. I ain't gonna hold you.
But I was not gonna try none of them motherfuckers because
I wish I would have, man, cause
nah.
you probably could have hit gold, bro.
You know,
Come
that-
on,
And then would you gonna come back later and just like tell about it, like you know? I mean,
Yeah, now this is
Yeah, now, yeah.
that'd have been good for the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hit Miss Bryant 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have said nothing though. Like I'm in the teacher, nobody would have known
Nah.
until about a couple years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Maybe-
you know them. They was a lot of them motherfuckers fucking the students anyway. Slim.
I'm hip.
I mean, the
It's
female
not-
teachers, I ain't.
They was too. I believe they was too.
I don't know.
Cause some female teachers like they used to be a little too touchy feely though. Like
This happened probably when y'all like seniors or something. I was oblivious. I was oblivious to a lot of shit that was going on.
You got
I
your-
just-
no, your phone.
Oh.
Yeah, cause I think your cousin called on me and shit.
Yeah, I was oblivious to a lot of shit until around senior year. I was just trying to get the fuck out of there, man. I was done with high school. Like seriously, I was done. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I think I told y'all this. I didn't make it any better when I went to fucking PGCC, 13th fucking grade. That was even worse. And I was like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
No, okay. Yeah,
But skipping school, those were the days, man.
yeah, I used to
Those
love
were
that.
the days. I ain't never get caught. My mom hearing this.
Yeah, outside of, I felt like I got caught twice, but one of them wasn't my fault because I got snitched on.
Yeah, you definitely got snitched on.
So I got caught once. Never really got caught in high school.
I mean,
Now, been on a bunch of like adrenaline rushes. I had a couple of those. Cause one time me and my bro, we was skipping over this girl house and her father had came home.
ooh,
So talk about scared to death.
bro, you fucking heart like thumping.
Yeah, cause she was all. I think we was like in the 10th grade. All of us was in the 10th, but she didn't go to Forestville. He went to Crossland, and I think she went to Crossland with him. But because we all lived in the same area, and he had talked her into like, you know, us G'ing her and shit. So
I got stories about that one too.
yeah, so it's like, and this like my bro, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we go over the Joan and shit. We sitting on the couch, and she was like, yeah, you know, my father at work, blah blah blah, and then she telling all these stories how crazy the nigga is and shit like that. So she like building up.
Like for suspense and everything.
Yeah, so when this nigga like, you know, my man, cause he know the girl, I'm like, all right, bro, you go ahead and start it off and just give me the signal and I'ma just join in. You know what I'm saying? And so then it's like, he give me the signal, so now we out there and we doing like, you know, blah blah blah, and we hit a door, like somebody messing with the door. So I jump up and I run into her bedroom. I'm in the closet. So then he come in the closet or whatever. So he father come in, and then she was like, "Oh, hey dad, how you doing?" You know, she got her little brown panties on, but she said she normally walk like that around the house anyway. Which is that's another story for what I really thought was going on. You know what I'm saying? So me and him in the closet, and so I'm thinking to him like, all right, worst come to worst, we gonna have to jump this nigga.
Not jump them.
We gonna have to jump. Like I know we really fuck with her, but for our well being, we gonna have to jump this nigga.
Right, you lying. That came through. That came like a thought came through like that.
I told him that. Cause it was like, you know, when you in a situation with one of your bros, it's like you cool with whatever the outcome might be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, I know whatever happens,
He got my back.
he not gonna run off. You know what I'm saying? Like we in this, and we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, if he catches us, we might just have to jump cuz and run or something. And I don't know, we might get shot, he might stab us or whatever. But we not going. I was like, whatever we do, we not gonna sit in this closet and go out like that though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So then she was like talking to the nigga, and they having like just a conversation. It's been like 30 minutes. So now, yeah, so I'm in the closet. Now I'm to the point where I'm getting to the point where now I'm starting not to care if I get caught or not, because I'm tired of being in the closet. You know what I'm saying? And now my man's and shit, he trying to change the subject. He talking about bringing up sports and all this other shit, and you know, so we having like a little dialogue and shit. So she come in the joint, she was like, I can tell I hear y'all whispering, shut the fuck up. And then she walked back out the joint and shit. So then she come back like 10 minutes later, like, I think he about to take a shower, so once he take a shower, y'all could just, you know, leave or whatever. So still in the wrong man. So we sitting in there, an hour go past. This nigga ain't took a shower yet. So I'm like, I'm about to just walk out this joint, bro. You know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, cuz school about to be out in like 30 minutes, Slum. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want to happen? Is she can get caught and get in trouble, or all of us gonna get caught and get in trouble? I'd rather her just get, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like, the nigga finally hops in the shower.
Right.
And so my man, she came in the joint, she was like, all right, you run out first and shit. My man was like, I'm gonna just hop off the balcony. I'm like, bro, just walk out the front door, bro. Like, stop, you know, everything ain't gotta be a movie and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of them type of niggas where shit had to be like a story to tell later on and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, everything ain't gotta be like Hollywood, bro. Let's just walk out the front door and shit. He's like, no, I'm gonna jump off the balcony and shit. So this nigga go on the patio, all dramatic and shit, taking his coat off, all cool ass nigga.
Throw shit off the balcony.
Yeah, threw the shit off the balcony and shit. You know what I'm saying? He emptying his pockets. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He jump off the jump. Yo, I'll meet you around the front of the building. So I'm telling Shorty, like, I'm about to walk out the front door. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Yeah, so it's like, before I'm about to get to the front door, the nigga comes out the bathroom. Because I guess he forgot something in his room and shit. So he sees me. And then he was like, who the fuck is this? And so she was all lying and she's like, yeah, it's my boyfriend, blah, 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 this and that, this and that. And now I'm like, come on, this like the biggest hoe in the city. Now she get to telling people I'm her boyfriend. This shit about to stay.
Hey, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm not even worried about the dad no more. I'm worried about my reputation now. Like, my shit, I'm like, come on, Slim, I ain't trying to
go out like that.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not her boyfriend, sir. I was just stopping past to check on her. We good friends, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the front door, like I just stepped in. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Also, it ain't even looking like you was.
No. Yeah, so we cool. Yeah, we cool. He's like, boy, just get out of my house right now. You know what I'm saying? My bad, sir. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, I'm a little overprotecting, probably like how you are. You know what I'm saying?
So you, all right, cool.
Yeah, my bad. Let me go ahead and step off and shit. And that's how it ended. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a story to tell regardless. So you ain't gotta do all the, all right, bro, I'm about to jump off and shit. You know what I'm saying? Throw the gun, But yeah, that's my bro. But yeah, that's adrenaline rush.
That shit could have went worse.
It could have.
Went worse.
I was
Hey, nigga,
prepared.
who the fuck
You prepared. Yeah. You doing it in my crib. Hey, I'll shoot your motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely could have gone and left, bro.
But that's what you prepared. Like that's what I was telling my man. I'm like, bro, worst kind of worst. We might have to jump this nigga. Ain't no telling how he gonna react. He might shoot us. He might stab us. But we gonna have to. Cause you know how niggas be about their daughters and shit.
Yeah.
Man, there's two of us.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how
Things could not been good.
Yeah, like how you come home and your daughter got two niggas, not even one,
And she's still in the LeBron panties.
and LeBron panties with two niggas over there. Yeah, like
But I hope that never happened to my daughter.
Man.
yeah, that's
Man.
Yeah, I saw the times I skipped school, right? There was one person that did caught me, and he caught me all the time. It was my next door neighbor, Mr. Edwards. Rest in peace. He used to be on his front porch. He used to see me bring all the little joints over. He was like, hey, Michael, I done seen you take that woman over there. I ain't gonna tell your parents, though. He was a real G for that, right? Because I used to cut his grass, too. He used to give me like $40 to cut his grass. And I was like, dang. I said, man, you a real one for that one, man. You know what I mean? But I think he wound up telling my dad, like, when I wound up moving out the house. And I was like, damn. But he used to tell me, he said, yeah, I see you bringing them little girlies over, just be careful, all right? Just be careful. I was like, man,
that's a cool
respect,
ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Respect.
Rest in
You know
peace.
what I mean? My grandmother used to give me condoms because she's like, now Micah. Now my grandmother's she gone, but she said, Micah, you don't love me no more like you used to. You're into them girls, so I need you to go ahead and protect yourself. So she gives me like this bag of condoms.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
Shout out to grandma.
Shout out to
grandma.
At first I was like, oh, cool, condoms. Then I thought, hold up, man. Hey, Yvonne, what the fuck you doing with condoms, man? Hey, don't worry about that, baby. I still get mines when I get mines.
Right.
And this is an actual conversation with me and my grandma would have, man. It was just like young. She be wildin', man. But when I skipped school, 98% of the time I was fucking. And that 2% was just Marquita. We was just chilling.
But it was overall great times though.
Oh, every fucking time it was a fucking.
I would have done all those situations except for the breaking out from the whole cats thing. I went to school. I went to school that day. You know what I'm saying? I changed my mind about that. But other than that, man,
I would do that shit all over again, and probably even 10 times better than what I did that.
Facts. If you knew what you knew now.
You ever got caught by like one of your siblings? Like,
well, I wouldn't even give a fuck about that.
Oh no, I did.
Yeah, my mom was like my biggest fear.
Really?
Yeah. Once I got past that, or you get to the point where it's like, like when we moved to the house, and it's like I wouldn't even care if my mom came home early, because it's like now it's too many ways to get away.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would be down here.
Yeah.
And if I heard any walking around upstairs, I would
you already alerted.
I could just walk out the back door,
Right.
lock that screen door, and then I'm gone somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like once you become unconscious with the situation, you get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like,
I wish I could have got away in my windows, like, cause my windows had bars on them.
right,
All right, so I couldn't. There was no window shit.
right,
But if I could, my window, I could have lifted up my window. I had like a little balcony right outside my window, which was cool as shit.
mm-hmm.
And I could have just hopped off the balcony and just hauled ass that way.
right.
But of course, you know what I mean, in life where everybody want to be fucking difficult, I had to go through the noisy ass fucking garage, or if I had my key, I would go through the back door. But the back door will always give me away sometimes because I have to put the latch on before I leave home. My mom will always be mad as shit.
Right, right.
Like, people could have robbed us. I was like, nobody's gonna come over here and rob you.
Yeah.
And I ain't think
But
that.
but it's great times though.
Every time.
So we're gonna end it right here.
All right.
You gonna do the outro, or we gonna just keep it simple?
Yeah, we can keep it simple. Oh, you want to do the outro? You do it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right, you guys been listening to the Breaking the Narrative podcast. I am Tony.
Teddy, special
And
guest.
Special
Mike.
guest. Yes. Mike Thomas,
Re-
a.k.a.
really appreciate
Success
you.
Story.
Success story.
Uh-huh.
Check me out. Check me out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to plug your?
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey,
Yeah.
so I'm on all major platforms: Twitter, IG, Facebook. I'm also on TikTok. Check me out. Success Story. 25.
How do they spell it, though? You gotta give them
all right. So this how you spell it. All right. SUCCESSTORI. All right, and then put 25, and you will see my face pop up. It's a smiling face, a good one.
He's lying.
I am. I'm ugly as shit.
This nigga here. But now we out.